I made you a wife. You gotta sit with the fact that I made you a wife. And for the longest, Joyce, that was enough for you. That's how a lot of women are socialized. Hello, welcome back to Let's Plug It In podcast. I am your host, Benny, and yo, we are in the living room. We are in the living room because we are watching something.
Masifike endlini ngizokuvulela amanzi ngikufakelele usaboti mntanami uthi ukuyithoba yezwa.
Girl, stop lying to your daughter. You got a whatchamacallit. Joyce's mama gonna talk about how when we get home, I'm finna go ahead and run you a bath. We're gonna put Epsom salt. Everything gonna be all right. Beloved, it's not gonna be all right. She went to jail, and on her way to jail, she found out that she has gonorrhea. Okay, it's gonna be gonorrhea up in there. It ain't gonna be nothing up in there besides gonorrhea. Please. Okay, please. So when you was down there advising your daughter earlier in the beginning of the show, talking about how like don't let a woman take your man, go fight for your man, go do the things for your man. This is generational. This is trickling down generationally. Please. You tested positive for an STI. Which one? Is it gonorrhea? Please tell her, please don't waste my time. Gonorrhea?
Treatment.
Don't have an attitude for the doctor, please. Beloved, please. Don't do that. The nerve of Sarah gonna come over here at the door, gonna hit a whatchamacallit, Pume on some like, oh, I came to check in on you. Check in on her for what? It's gonna be a cry for help, and Pume was gonna be like, go cry some more, please. Like, you and I were close, and yet and still, you went and tried to sleep with my man. I wanna hug Pume because I feel like Pume and Mansi, everybody has done them wrong. I just wanna hug them. That's all.
Yena indlela engiyokushiya ngayo ngalelo langa lelo yilaba engifaka mina ebhokisini bengcwaba.
This man, you had Jonasi who came home drunk again and literally told Joyce that, because Joyce gonna ask a divorce finally. Like, now she's ready for a divorce, okay? And he gonna be like, the only way you're gonna get rid of me is whenever they put me in a coffin and bury me. And Joyce said, no kidding. Okay. Why this baby gonna put bleach in his food? This baby put bleach in Jonas's food. This gonna be whatchamacallit Joyce. Joyce gonna go ahead and put bleach. Okay, your heart is so dirty. Your mind is so dirty. Only bleach can clean it. Lord. Ladies, please. Don't ever let a man turn you into a murderer. Don't ever do that. Now Joyce is out here dancing upstairs. Pume went to be with her friend. She's out here dancing with her son. And this baby's downstairs and the bleach hasn't worked. Does bleach take a little while to kind of like work? Because it's like, why the bleach not working? Please. Oh, I see his stomach. Hold on. His stomach is kind of like bugging a little bit. And of course, he gonna be calling Lindani a baby. A baby. Okay, the bleach is working. He's throwing up. Okay. Get in there. Yep. He's foaming at the mouth. Yep, that's the bubbles from the bleach. Okay, he's foaming at the mouth. That's the bubbles from the bleach. Joyce is dancing. David danced and Joyce is dancing. She said, don't pay attention to that. It's probably the neighbors. Me and you, we gonna dance. Foam at the mouth, please. Foam at the mouth. Of all the villains that I've ever villained in the villain world, Jonasi takes the hat. And one thing I would say again about this show that I've not liked, we still don't know why he's the way that he is. I wish, maybe they're gonna do it later, but I wish they gave us a background into why exactly this man is like this. Like, what's his story? Like, how did he come about being like this? Don't nobody know. But it's one drama after the next that had my mouth on the floor.
Ngebhadi akakaphaphambi.
Ufuna ukuthini kahle kahle kumele ufuna ukuthi umyeni wami ngeke savuka.
She's out here like, oh my God. Is he gonna make it? Tell me my husband gonna be okay. Because the doctor was gonna be like, oh, he's not up yet. Beloved, that baby not there yet. Like, you need more than bleach. Hello? Wickedness gonna last long. You need more than bleach. Okay? You need more than bleach for that baby to get his Lazarus on. Please. She's out here trying to act like, girl,
Usakhona, senayo usaphila.
he's alive and he's stable for now. And you see the disappointment in Joyce, okay? She was like, Lord, please take this baby home. Hello? The bleach ain't worked. Please. Joyce. Joyce said this baby tried to take his own life. Joyce. Whew. Joyce. Now that was clever. She thought a little quick on her feet. I'm not gonna lie to you. She thought a little quick on her feet because she said the doctor gonna be like, this baby ingested poison. And she gonna be like, oh my gosh, Jonas, he gonna do this to us? We have family. We are family. In the club, we is family. Why would he do this to us? Why would he try to poison himself and get his Lazarus on?
Kancane nje. Cishe wamelwa inhliziyo.
Mina nawe sicila estorini. Umyeni wami ube ne-heart attack.
Joyce said it ain't gonna be no poison. Since the poison ain't worked, it ain't gonna be no poison. We gonna go with the heart attack. Here's the money. Now, sometimes Africans, we need to stop taking bribery, but this is the time I will allow it. Please bribe that man. Don't go to jail again. Okay? Do not go to jail again. He had him a heart attack. Please. You got my tipa who's not here trying to look for a job. And she's not doing well at the interviews. And she gonna talk about how like she's just gonna get the hell up out of here. Mind you, this situation that she's in could have been avoided. Like, beloved, this was a mousetrap and you walked right into it. You thought you were special. This could have been avoided. Literally, this was an avoidable scenario that you put yourself into. But alas, okay, alas, here we are. Now you're gonna have a whatchamacallit, Sarah, who decided to, I guess, maybe start moving on from the dad, and she gonna put up the picture of my gosh, the pretend dad of all these years. And the man is happy about it because it's like he's the one person that's actually shown up for her, low-key, right? Pretending to be the dad.
We chartered accountant. And they share a credit.
But now he done found him a little girlfriend, so he could start his little life as well. After 20 years of pretending, why Sarah gonna be mad again? Like, Sarah, please. Get therapy, beloved, please. Better help. Okay, talk space. Who the other one? Somebody go ahead and help our good sister Sarah. Get some therapy going, please. So now we're going to have Menzi, who goes to essentially confront Lindani. And what we didn't get as far as like establishing why Jonasi is the way that he is, or why all the other older characters are the way that they are. We are now seeing it with the younger ones. At least I'll take that. Because we're seeing how the hurt in their lives is actually manifesting in the ways in which you have Menzi, who has always been a sweetheart. Now he's becoming a little bit more aggressive. Like, why are you grabbing? I know she's wrong for the ways in which she did to your sister, blase, blase, or even to yourself. I understand that. However, comma, period. Why? Now you grabbing her by the arm. Now you being a little bit more aggressive.
Azmi ufuna ukuthanda. Ufuna ukushada. Wethu mngami.
Benze mfazi. Menzi mina nawe sikaze sijole. Ayikho nje into eyenzeka phakathi kwami nawe.
Yena unika imali. Ufuna imali. Unikeza noma lalela nasihleke ngisakhuluma nawe. Nginikeza imali.
There's no such a thing as a lousy husband and a good father. We've explained that because this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens every time.
Ngabe namhlanje usahleli khona esowethu udonke kuba sikuhlangulanga.
Again, when you see a potential in a man, you go visit your eye doctor. Because now you have Joyce over here talking about how, like, remember, I made you. My daddy done gave you a seat at the table. We put up a chair and gave you, we did, like, whenever you see a potential from a man, go down there, get your eyes checked. Okay? You might have you gonorrhea of the eye. The gonorrhea might have traveled from your canal all the way to your eye. Okay? Gonorrhea of the eye. You see potential in a man, get your eye checked. Yes, immediately. Okay? Because you made this man and now you can leave. Because now this is this is an abusive relationship altogether, but now it's financially abusive because the things that you gave him, y'all built this together. But now he's the man running things. He's the man running the company. Okay? All right.
Uyabona wena wakwenza umuntu. Wakwenza umfazi.
She gonna be like, if I hadn't made you, you would have still been a trash from Soweto. Okay? And then his rebuttal gonna be like, don't forget that I made you a wife. Beloved. Again, culturally, being a wife is everything. Being a wife, I made you a wife. That you should be satisfied with that because I made you a wife. Never mind that I ended the poverty of you and your entire lineage. Multiple lineages at that. Because you trying to be the father of many nations. But I made you a wife. You gotta sit with the fact that I made you a wife. And for the longest, Joyce, that was enough for you. Now she's finding her spine and now she's trying to leave. But being a wife was always everything. That's how a lot of women are socialized, especially churchy African women. It's just layers upon layers upon layers where marriage becomes your identity. Being a wife becomes everything. And now the familial trauma continues. Because you got Menzi now at a strip club when he would always be very respectful and now put himself in that predicament. Now he's smacking booty. F Lindani, I'm just going to go ahead and do what I got to do. Now he gonna become a hoe like his daddy. The show started with this guy dying. Jonas Ifino died. We know that. But the ways in which he's killed the life, the peace, the joy of his children's lives, the death that he's instilled into the areas of their life, that's gonna live on beyond his life. It's gonna live on beyond his life. Because we see now how Menzi gonna carry the legacy of his father. He's been shy. He's been like he gonna carry the legacy of his father. This is not the kind of hurt that you leave alone, though. This is the kind of hurt that you carry with you. There is no such a thing as a terrible husband, but a great father. There's no such a thing. Absolutely none. Oh my God, today. My God, today. He don't know nothing else but sex. Like this, somebody like I need to go back and figure out how Jonasi became Jonasi, because there's no way. There is no way. He's having a conversation with Matipa again, blaming everybody. I was sick, you ain't checked in on me. He has done nothing wrong, and everybody is wrong for not checking in on him when he was down there at the hospital. And now he gonna go ahead and kiss Matipa in the mouth, just like all up in the mouth. Okay? Matipa out of reflex gonna smack him. Like, what are you doing? This man hits her back. Jesus. 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 Oh my gosh. Now Matipa hit him in the balls, Matipa hit him in the balls, right in the balls. Okay, this man gonna hit, like throw her on the ground. Okay, gonna talk about like you took my money, you didn't think I was gonna find out, because before this, Matipa, she tried to find a job, she ain't finding no job. She was down there at the bank trying to withdraw a large sum of money. Okay, and so now he's literally dragging her on the floor. Like, Matipa, I feel bad for you. You don't deserve this. But ladies, y'all gonna have to learn. Y'all gonna have to learn. Okay? Again, he's abusive, he's narcissistic, he's all of the things, 1000%. I don't want you to take what I'm not saying. But this mess, Matipa, it was avoidable for you. It wasn't for Lindani. Lindani is a baby. Lindani is a baby. And Joyce fell in love with one person, and she ain't knew all these things. You knew he had a wife. You came into this knowing that he had a wife. You watched him disrespect his wife for your sake. You watched him literally drag his wife publicly. You watched him go back to his wife, yet and still, you got pregnant by him and decided that you loved him and you was gonna accept being the second wife. All of these things, it was avoidable for you. But again, when a man gonna do kung fu for you, he's 1000% responsible for the kung fu that he's trying to do for you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to remove blame from him. But again, time and again, you all are not special. Not a single one of us is special. Okay? You got Menzi over here. He's down there at the club. And he got booty cheeks in his face. And he's replaying the abuse of his father. He's replaying every time that man choked him, every time that man beat him up, every time that man called him weakly. Like, he's replaying all of that. And he gonna take all of that anger. He gonna repeat the cycle. He gonna do that to women. Everything he couldn't do to his father, he gonna do to women. Just call the poor stripper a bitch for no reason. Like, all she did was her job, beloved. All she did was her job. Now he's doing kung fu for Matipa. Jesus, please. Oh my God. God, this is, oh Lord. I hate this. This is, oh my gosh. This is a lot. This show is a lot. Like, this show is a lot. It's literally triggering. Like, because a lot of us, we've seen some things that we should not have been seeing. Seeing this is triggering to me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is gonna be episode 18, and the start of it had Joyce essentially like putting makeup on a black eye. So this relationship went from being emotionally abusive, financially abusive, sexually abusive, to now being physically abusive. Like, this is a lot. I feel like I may have to skip some of these things, but it's like I just want to finish. Like, how many more episodes? Like 3. So, of course, Jonathan froze all the accounts for, what's her name? Matipa. At least Joyce has some kind of right or say so in the company. Somewhat. Not a lot, but somewhat, right? And Magesh, the brother, is ultimately the one trying to help her. And she gonna be like, I chose the wrong brother, didn't I? Beloved. You wanted to follow the charisma. You wanted to follow, a taller man.
What's on?
So now, Sarah girl, Sarah. Magesh gonna buy Sarah a phone. And Magesh gonna help Sarah set up not the phone, the computer for college. Sarah gonna hug Magesh and then wanna kiss Magesh on the mouth. Sarah. Yuck. All of y'all, just at this point, get off my screen. Everything is happening at once. Like, everything is happening. But again, the trauma, it doesn't end. Even if this guy, Jonasi, dies, we know he dies. But the trauma and the hurt, it doesn't end. And also, she's seen her mom use her body as a way to kind of like keep, I guess, love around. That's all she knows. So she just cannot accept that Magesh can just love her as a daughter because she's never had that from her own dad. Okay. And she's seen her mom chase after a man that don't actually love her with her body. So for her to actually just like, for her to feel as though she's worthy of that love, she's doing what her mom be doing, using her body. Yuck. Everybody just yuck.
Jonas.
So now you have Magesh who has Essie. I guess they're having dinner, lunch, whatever it is that they're having. And Magesh gonna be like, Essie, something happened. Her first thought gonna be like, something happened to Jonasi. You have 2 children, Freedom and Sarah. But your first thought is a man that gave nothing and a half to you. Okay? That's why your first thought was Jonasi. And then when my guest gonna be like, no, it's not Jonasi, it's Sarah. She gonna follow up with something like, oh, what else has she done? As she embarrassed me with Joyce again. Even as a mom, you just not present with your own child. Like you don't even exist as a mom with just your own children. Everything is Jonasi and whatever Jonasi got going on. And earlier, I don't think I mentioned this, but when I think I mentioned it when I watched my guest was talking about how he done found himself a girlfriend or whatever the case is, and Sarah had a face. Sarah was like low-key mad. Her trying to kiss up on Magesh is her trying to use up her body to do what her mother does, using up her body with men to chase men. But she's really trying to find stability in the only way that she knows how to. The only man that's ever actually been around her. Now this man is slipping away from my hands to go ahead and find him a girlfriend that he'll probably marry, and then he'll have a family, and I will sit over here and still will not have a family the same way I didn't have a family with Jonasi. I will still be the outsider, even with my guest. So what can I do? Let me go ahead and actually try to sleep with this man who's like a father to me so that I can become his actual family. Hey! This show has finished me. It is every plot under the sun in one show. Now you're gonna have Sarah's mom, Essie. Again, the bird that she is. She gonna bring Sarah to a traditional healer. And she gonna ask the traditional healer to remove the curse that's upon her. And the traditional healer gonna be like, it ain't no curse. The father been neglecting her for 20-some years. Again, blaming everything and everybody except for the actual problem. And now Joyce done called Magesh to essentially help her get Jonasi out of the house. So of course Jonasi, after he gets kicked out by Magesh, gonna go to the next bird that he knows he could have access to. That's gonna be chirping around him. The bird gonna be Essie, okay? After the traditional healer's visit, she down there with her young man. Because remember I told you one thing about Essie, she gonna cheat back, okay? She don't sit over here and wait. She gonna cheat back. And of course he gonna come over here, gonna cheat on me, he gonna cheat on me. And the youngin gonna come in between them. And he gonna choke the young man like he be choking everybody else. Except this guy loaded. Okay? I do not come alone. Walk out or you gonna get your Lazarus on expeditiously. Okay? This is Soweto. Like we're not playing these games. I'm from around the way. I'm carrying something. Please.
Kodwa ngeke ngikwazi ukuthi ngiqale kabusha nabantwana bami.
Matipa went to get milk and Matipa not came back. Matipa said, I came into this relations alone. I'm finna leave alone. Please. Please. You're not gonna put me in no predicament. She said, I'm gonna get milk and not come back. Okay? I'm not coming. I'm not coming back, beloved.
Babe, awukasosibani
Sineyivakashi.
Lindani, you are a baby. but you are a baby bird. Like, this gonna be episode 19. And my tipa done left. Lindan is inside the house. Like, babe, just a baby bird. You a baby, but you is a baby bird now.
Mhlawumbe ngabe uyazi ukuthi usehlala kuphi ngoba kade ngithi ngizama ukumfonela.
Now you have a random woman who literally just like pulled up at Matipa's, house when Lindani baby bird herself. Dota was in the baby bird when she left. A random woman comes to look for Matipa. Of course, given that she has a hole between her legs, Jonasi had to be in there. And then after that, it was going to be a party. And you have all these like women. It's just like booty meat, booty meat, booty meat, booty meat every which way. And you got baby bird over there just like looking sad. Beloved, your turn has come. As a baby bird, you're gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to learn some things. Okay. Now he been coughing for weeks. What he got? The gonorrhea made it to his throat. Like, what's going on?
Dike akusikhona lokho kuphela.
Hey. Hey, wena. Ha ha.
Sandulela ngculazi.
He gonna have HIV and AIDS. The man I got Jonas, he gonna have HIV and pneumonia. This baby been coughing the whole time.
Anginaso mina isifo.
He gonna be like, there's no way he gonna have HIV, beloved. Are you okay? I know you're not, but my God. Now he mad at the doctor. So he has HIV. Why is Lindani walking around very proudly with it? Beloved, if he has HIV, guess what? So do you. Now she got her Pilates class. She's walking out of the freaking house. She's going to be like, all your wives being left you. Beloved, wash the dishes. Drink your medication and wash the dishes and leave me alone. I got to go ahead and stretch.
Ufuna ngephi Jonas? Ufuna ngephi ngoba phela ngixoshiwe ekhaya, angisahlali noma nginqothi ngihlala nawe la.
That's the baby bird. Okay, let's carry on. The one time we see this man humble himself is because the company is in trouble. He goes to beg his brother Magesh, who he fired, by the way. He goes to beg Magesh to essentially help him. Men like this, they don't care about human beings. The hurt that he caused all the people in his life, none of that mattered. None of that mattered at all. When it started affecting his money, that's when he knows to. That's when he knows to humble himself, low-key. The company he's willing to save, legitimately, he gonna do whatever he can to save the company. He gonna save the money. Now you have Magesh, who gonna go ahead and have Manzi and Sarah show them exactly where him and what's his name, and Jonasi grew up, and he gonna be like, be grateful. I know he did some wrong, but be grateful because your daddy, took us up out of here, his determination, all of the things. What he forgot to add was the scamming, the abuse, okay, the lies and the betrayal is what got him up out of there. Okay. What got him up out of there was Essie. What got him up out of there was Joyce. Okay. He's not a stupid man. He's very smart. But that doesn't take away from all the hurt he's caused. This whole thing of like, let's rise above. I don't like when y'all do that. When somebody continues to be low, let him, we gonna meet in hell. You think you're funny? I'm hilarious, actually. Comedian. Like, hello? But his whole thing was like, oh, let's go ahead and grow the family so that we can have generational wealth, so that we don't, throw away all the things that he built. Blase, let's work for J&J, this, that, and the third. And of course, you have the senior bird, the birdest of them all, okay, Essie, was going to be the one to come back. Again, after Magesh done went and begged her, so I'm like, oh, come back and help your brother out, blase. Just bird behavior, because you have baby bird over here. She's in her dress, living her best life. She said, I don't give a damn about this baby, okay? Die, beloved, die. Die. And of course, we have the senior bird herself, Joyce, who gonna go down there at the hospital because now Jonasie's at the hospital. Jonasie called her the night before, gonna be like, trying to apologize, sort of kind of, you gonna be a good woman, blase, blase. Come back home, I'm gonna nurse you back to health on one condition, that you're gonna go ahead and stop your promiscuous life and stop the lies. Okay, girl. Now, Menzi literally has become his dad. This is episode 20. Menzi has literally become his dad. He walks into the building, he has his little bag. Just, we going to town, just banging the receptionist like he about to be next. He about to get him HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, everything in between. So now you're gonna have Joyce over here that's an author. Pumi came back from school, I guess she's a psychologist, and this whole time, okay, this entire time, Jonasie is shitting his pants. Yes. Yes. Baby Bird, out of all the people, baby Bird has a little bit more balls than everybody in between. Because Joyce was out here still trying to be like, oh, we're going to nurse him back to health. You got Essie over here bringing soup. Baby Bird decided to go on and bring Jonasie at the book launch event. Baby Bird, did you wash his ass? Like, cause he duked it before this. Did you wash his ass, Baby Bird? Like, oh my lord. I can't. This is the most unserious yet traumatic show I've watched in a long time. Now this baby gonna be down there at Joyce's house, the big old house where he was doing the most. Why Joyce gonna go ahead and kick him off the wheelchair, beloved? Yes. Yes. It comes a point where you try people and they have nothing left for you. Yes. From where I'm standing, this should have happened in episode 3. Like this is where we should have been in episode 3. But sometimes we got to build the plot. Okay? Jonas is still being stubborn. S is still being a bird. And we have one episode left. I am beyond tired. Lord help me. Well, what else is about to happen? Because everybody was like, okay, watch the end, watch the end. What's about to happen in the end? Because now I'm just waiting for the end. Like, he's not apologizing for nothing. Now everybody's trying to help him. Like, it's too much. Menzi is still giving him beer. It's like trauma is a very interesting thing. Trauma is a very interesting thing. Who finally kills him? Is it the sickness that kills him, or somebody actually comes and kills him? Because at this point, get your Lazarus on so that I could stop watching this show. I can't believe y'all did this to me. This was a lot. Menzi gonna be out here talking about how like all he did was try to make him a better man, blase blase. So this guy dies with his entire family around him. Like, what? Like, this guy, he actually dies with his entire family, loving and accepting him again. Like, you got Mpume over here giving him water. So nobody kills him. Like, nobody, like, people still embrace. Okay. They having Sunday barbecue. What was the reason? Is it Menzi that kills him? Because Manzi keeps thanking him in a way that I'm not comfortable with. Oh, he's still my dad and I'm learning a lot from him. Like, is it Manzi that kills him? Like, is it his son? For everything he did with Lindan, is it Manzi that kills him? He gets a cake for his birthday. Who kills this man? This is way too happy for me. You got Joyce over here. She got a face. Who gonna kill that baby? Who kills this? Like, who killed him? Jesus. I know he was gonna get his Lazarus nonetheless, but I need to know that somebody did it. Please. Joyce, was it you? Joyce done climbed the bed with this man. Joyce, do you do it? He asked for forgiveness. Trauma is a real thing. If I'm learning anything from this show, is that trauma is a real thing. Cause why this baby gonna die? Okay. Cause why this baby gonna die and you have choice over there, just not choice, Joyce over there just crying. The body remembers. This baby done put her through everything under the sun. But he took the best years of her life. At this point, I don't even think she's grieving his life. She's grieving hers. Cause that man just took so much and he took and he took. What's gonna happen in the last episode? What caused her to be cussing him out like that? To be cussing out his body like that? What caused that? Wait, Essie gonna be the one wiping his body? Why? Essie, do you work for the mortuary people? Why Essie the one wiping his dead, like his Lazarus body? Why Essie the one wiping it? Essie, Lord. Again, trauma is a real thing. Like, now you got that as a job? Or you just pulled up because it was Jonas C. Like, oh my Lord. Now Essie took the body. No wonder she was cleaning the body. Essie. Oh, this is a joke. Essie done took the body. Now they fighting over the dead body. Essie said, I'm gonna have this burial. You're not gonna play in my face. I'm going to have this burial and I'm gonna let it do what it do. This man is dead and they still fight, like they're still fighting over him. My God. Joyce and Matipa killed him.
Joyce.
Lindani has some shame. Lindani has some shame. It's all right, beloved. Has some shame. Oh, my Lord. Essie said, I will bury this man by force, by fire. She said, I'm going to bring my own chair. If you're not going to make room for me and my chair, I'm going to bring my own chair. We are going to sit here and bury this man. It ain't going to be 20 more years of you acting like we do not exist. So now it ain't no more hallway. Y'all, it ain't no more hallway to walk. Okay? It ain't no more hallway to walk. And Joyce is singing. Joyce is singing and Manzi done walked out. Lord, this the most unserious funeral that I've ever seen in my entire life. Is it Manzi that killed him? Who killed this baby? Did he die by himself? Manzi. What happened? Oh, he cried. Bless his heart. Manzi cried. Lindani is still trying to be with this man. Manzi, please, Manzi, please. Hey, Pume gonna go ahead and call Sarah as part of the siblings as well. Ah.
Angazi noma ngilahlekile yini. Mini HIV.
Jesus.
Ungithelelele umyeni nge-HIV.
Oh my God. Joyce. It wasn't gonna be no poison. Remember how in the beginning, how that lady was down there in the jail when Joyce done set them on fire. And that lady was talking her ears off, talking about how like, oh my gosh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatchamacallit? My boyfriend and gave me AIDS, whatever the case is. And she was like, oh, you're an influencer. I know I recognize your face. She was like, I'm going to go ahead and hit you up in the DMs. I did not remember the face because we saw her once and we saw her in jail. But she done say the lady came out of nowhere looking for my tea, and I was like, oh my God. Joyce, you ate down. She killed him and she killed him slowly. Yeah, yes. Yes. Because Bleach wasn't gonna do it. Yeah, she did it slowly. She did it with class. Okay? With class. Yes.
Sekade kudlala like a fiddle. Ushintshe.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Hey, Jesus Christ. Joyce ended this slowly. Joyce ended this slowly. But unfortunately, Joyce, you were wrong. Manzi will never be like you. Manzi is becoming his father because now he's down there in the bathroom with Lindani. He played you like a fool because we was out here making sure that we're going to change the will so we could get all the money. Joyce, you was a big bird for this entire show, but my God, you found it. You found it and my gosh. Yes. Yes. This did my heart good. Yes. I guess yeah, I was right. I should have been watched till the end. Yes. Yes. Okay. Y'all, I'm tired. It's literally 4 a.m. in the morning. This was a lot. Okay, this was a lot, and obviously it's gonna air later than usual. But my God, today, this man had to die. And this was the way to do it. Yeah. Slowly but surely, with class. Yes. Joyce, I doubted y'all. I doubted you for sure. But you did it. You did it. You did it well. This show was a lot, and I think we've spoken about everything. So I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a day. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify or Apples, please go ahead and give me a 5-star rating. I've been your host, and I'm gonna be your host for a lot while longer. But for now, I got to go to sleep. Okay. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Bye for now.